Greetings and welcome back, gentlemen and ladiesmen, to episode FUBAR of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I really should stop including the episode in the introduction. And, last time around, I believe we headed into Dark Ether, we fought the Boost Guardian, we got back the Boost Ball, and now that we've done so, we can finally, we're going to be doing some backtracking, is essentially what we're going to be doing. I think what we're going to be doing first is heading back to the Great Temple Grounds, because now that we have both the Boost Ball and the Super Missile, we can access some things that we could not before. And I think we're actually also going to go to this game's quote-unquote artifact temple, because like I said before, I want to show that off as soon as possible so you guys know what it is that you may or may not want to be doing over the course of the playthrough, so that you're not saving this sort of overarching side quest until the end. Not really side quest because it's required, but you get me. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. So I think we'll actually do that first, because I believe the only thing blocking entrance to there is that. So we'll just head right on in. Okay, so that was a big fat waste of time. I'm cutting because I basically found out that, I've got to go to the light world version of this area first before I can go to the dark world version. So here we are. But I think there's lore in this room, so we could probably grab that first. Let's snipe those hives from a distance before we do that. Yeah. I've been taking damage, way more damage than I should. Let's see. Yep, here we are. We got some more lore. Cataclysm. The Starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck Ether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Ether held. There was great devastation, however. The green plains of Agon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvis was engulfed and racked by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. So you might remember earlier when I first sort of discussed the lore that I said that it's kind of out of order. It really is, because we really should have seen that piece of lore before a lot of the others. But yes, so you do need the Boost Ball to get, first of all, to get up that half pipe to get up here, and then to get across that bridge. And then now, using this tunnel, we can get in to basically this little area directly under the Great Temple Ground, the Great Temple where Umos is. Like, essentially, Umos is up there, and we're basically directly below him. So we've got a dead Ruminoth. So this thing, we've got something of a puzzle to solve. Structural object is part of a containment system and is secured by a series of rotating locks around it, which are in turn controlled by a group of spinners. This can be annoying. Yes, we want to do this one first. No, we don't. We want to get the one around it first. I can never remember what exactly to do in this puzzle. You want to make sure that you get the outer ring spun around first. And you want that to glow. Okay, I guess it's not that one. Which one is it? Is this... I don't know. I guess maybe we should fast forward, because there's not too terribly much going on. Okay, there. I figured it out. Because I'm a genius, don't you know? Yeah. I want to do this one. No, I do not. I gotta get it all the way back to where it was, yeah. That's front design, that is. No. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I figured it out. Yeah, so I guess you only have to spin 2 of them. That puzzle's annoying. That's really all you have to do, is you just gotta get the rings to sort of match up, then the case explodes, and then you can get what is actually probably one of my favorite upgrades in this game. It makes taking out the little mooks a little easier. This is the Seeker Launcher. It's basically like the Super Missile, except it's spread. Like if you've played Prime 3 or Other M, then you're familiar with this upgrade. It allows you to shoot 5 missiles at once, basically, separately. It's really useful for the stupid war wasps, because you can just target them all with a missile and then they're done. Done like dinner. Good for shriek bats too. Let's get some target practice in, actually. Yeah, see? Very useful on lots of small moving targets, and the splash damage also helps. But furthermore, it's also used to open doors, because as you can see, there are 5 little switches. You gotta blow them up all at once. If you miss one, then the door doesn't open. Now that we have that, we can head to the Dark World version of this little area, and then we can finally get to the damn temple. Yeah, I really wish that, I don't know, it really is my fault for not, like, being more prepared through test playthroughs and stuff. But still, it's just kind of like, I have them, why have the door, a Seeker Missile door there? Why can't, like, is the Super Missile to get into the hallway next to it not enough? Regardless, I'm going to head back to the Prattle, which is over here. And we're going to head to the Dark World version of that area and see the temple so that we can prep ourselves for the side quest in ahead. Let's see, Dark Beam, there we go. Now, as you can see, when Samus fades away, she's turning orange and graying the cannon area. It's like they only... It's like... It must be pre-rendered. It has to be, because there's... So otherwise, like, why could they not have changed the colors so that would actually look like the dark suit? Because, like, they actually have dark suit Samus standing over it. The background must be pre-rendered, and then they'd, like, stick Samus's model over it in real time. That's the only way that makes sense. Is there something in here? I don't think there is, but let's check anyway. Nope. Get off the fucking thing. Thank you. I mean, like, huntering really aren't that difficult, but it's just like, I don't want to waste my time fighting them, because they like to disappear and reappear all over the place, like fucking Chozo ghosts. Again, unlike the Chozo ghosts, the game doesn't feel the need to lock you in rooms with them and make you fight them. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get into this fucking place. So, yeah, these dark evil Reaper vines are kind of annoying, because, like, they kind of blend in with the background. It's just like, of course you can't just walk past them. You just gotta sort of shoot at them until I feel like going away, and then... Oh yeah, let's put one right next to the edge of the platform. That's a great idea. Get out of my way. Are you serious? Oh, I guess that didn't even work. Okay, here we go. This is the Sky Temple grounds. So, the Sky Temple is essentially the Dark World equivalent to Umos's Great Temple of Light. We'll let this guy sort of tell us a little more here. Soon I shall pass to final rest. My key is in place. Through my spiritual link to the others, I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the light world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys, hidden to creatures invisible to naked eyes. So, essentially, in order to access the final dungeon of this game, and the final boss for that matter, we need to find 8 temple keys. And then these 8 temple keys will activate an elevator in the center here and allow us to enter the temple. And like the Chozo artifacts, we have to, well, basically find clues and hunt them down. The lock of Akul has been placed, its lock forever open. May the light of Ether shine upon our enemies forever. The game gives you hints about where you can find the keys. So we're going to be scanning them real quick. Emone's key. Fearless Emone. The one who shall move the pillar of holy ground will see your soulless body. So, I think we visited my ship. Actually, I think I forgot to do that in this run. We'll go back to the ship eventually. JFMA's key. That name sounds familiar, doesn't it? In the last, mighty JFMA, in the last, what did you see? Was it one of our gates closing, sealing the scorched land from our holy ground? And we remember that. We found that guy when we opened the way to the Aegon Wastes. Can you see? Are you noticing a pattern here? Noble J. Estelle lost his soul before a fortress in the scorched land. So basically, those red dead Luminoth we've been finding are the Sky Temple hints, essentially. Gallant to be Estelle. She lies deep in a fortress of dry land. Let's see. Estelle. Brave Estelle. Beside the marsh of a raining land, she laid her body forever. And we found one near the save point at the entrance to Torvus Bog. Gentle Adjus, with a bearer pot, he sleeps in a flooded temple. My apologies for the background noise. Loyal S. Jurs. He no longer breathes, looking down at the great bridge of a holy fortress. So I'm showing this off so that just in case you're playing along or didn't know about this, here it is. Here's how you know where to... Okay, here's how you know what you're supposed to do for the Sky Temple. So now that we have those scanned, you can access them from the logbook at any time. I think it's in lore. There we go. It'll be Luminoth lore, then it's probably Sky Keybearer lore. There it is. And this will say, like, okay, here are all the testaments. And if you find the testament, I think it overrides the... let's see, where does it have... Oh, okay, Akul's Clues is what it is. So then you have like, okay, this is where you can probably find these dead Luminoth. Then once you find the Luminoth, in the description, you might have noticed that whenever we've identified a dead Luminoth, there will be a highlighted word describing the place where they're dead. That actually corresponds to the name of that room on the map. So what you can do is, if you find them while you're roaming around and scan them, then you can access the clues from your logbook and say like, okay, that's the room where that guy died. Now I know where the Sky Temple key is. But it's actually not even that simple because the keys are in the Dark World version of that room. So basically what you gotta do is you gotta find the dead Luminoth in the light version, in the light world. And then you gotta go to the Dark World version of that area, and then that's where you'll find the key. But it's not even that simple because the keys themselves are hidden in these invisible enemies that you can't see without a visor upgrade you won't be getting until for a little bit here. I'm gonna kill that Hunter Ing because he's been pissing me off is what he's been doing. Yeah, come here once. Come here, you son of a bitch. Oh, Penelope, there we go. Serves them right. What? There's another one. Okay, great. Yeah, get over here. You monkey fuck. Now, come on. You know you wanna. Come on. I guess this guy's a little... Oh, I guess it killed him the normal way. I don't usually do that with Hunter Ring. Usually I just let them, commit suicide. That makes me sound kind of dark, doesn't it? Alright, now that we've finally shown this place off, I think it's time we made some progression. And, yeah, I spent most of this part just trying to get into the damn temple. That's a little obnoxious. We still have a couple minutes. I'll throw in a couple extra minutes, because, I would actually like to get some progression done. But, to be fair, we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking in these next parts anyway, so if you're like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next to the Torvus Bog, then, I'm afraid to say that we're going to be spending much of this part in the Great Temple Grounds in the Aegon Wastes. Speaking of which, I think we're going to head... Actually, let's go to our ship, which I think is that way, actually. We're going to turn around. Once again, the internet, the map system is very useful for getting around in this game, considering the more modular design. I mean, I think it makes backtracking so much simpler, but in some ways it does make things, the layout of things, a little more confusing somehow. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but that's how I feel about it. I still prefer this level design over Metroid Prime 1. I prefer not having to go back and forth between areas constantly. But, you know, not to say that the level design in Prime 1 was bad. I'm just stating a preference is all I'm doing. So, like, as you remembered from Akul's Clues, it sounds like, feel like, yeah, well, there's the dead Lumineth that the clue is. There's MOA. That last hit breached my armor. The poison spreads. Though I found the key, it is too late for me. Soon my light will fail. They know I am here. They will come to the site to plunder the key. My last stand shall be at the edge of the temple grounds. I only hope I have the strength to fight when they arrive. Then, we look at the map with the other numerical button, landing site. And in the clue that we just got, site is highlighted. So then, you know, okay, I need to look for the key in the dark version of the site, of the landing site. It'll all make much more sense when we actually start looking for Sky Temple keys, which is way off at this point. But it's worth stopping at your ship if you can, because in addition to being a recharge station and a save station, your ship is also an ammo station. So like if you're running low on stuff, just pop by your ship. And it's pretty convenient to do so, because it's not like too out of the way, you know? Okay, I think actually we're gonna go this way, because that'll be closer to the Aegon Waste. We're gonna go there first to get an upgrade we can get right the fuck now. You know, pretty neat. But before we do, I think we're gonna cut things off for this part, as it's going on a little long. So, next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, head back to the Aegon Wastes. We're gonna grab some stuff and open a shortcut between there and Torvus Bog. I think we'll probably spend maybe like 5 minutes at most in Aegon Wastes, and then the rest of it will be in sort of like this new area of Torvus. So if you're looking for progression, hopefully we should have some of that next part. So I'll see you guys then.